Now that you have your colors designed and you've created, the next step is to design your background. This too is going to be done with permanent marker. So I'm going to go back to this one here, this particular example here, and you can do a city. Now, if you remember, we talked about you being able to hold your paper vertically to paint your colors or to hold your paper horizontally. I had never done a horizontal one before, so we did a horizontal just for a different choice. And so the background on this one is a city. Now, if you want to do something that's outer space, or you want to do like an underwater scene, if you want to do, you can do whatever you want. But I want to show you a couple of things. If you choose to do a city, I want you to notice that here's like this little dude kind of standing on a building. So I put this building here. Notice that my building that's behind it, I started with a straight line up here and then I came down. I did not draw on top, but just went kind of lifted my pen up and I kind of pretended and continued. Notice that this comes down over here. So if I wanted to show more overlapping, so let's say I wanted to put another building even behind these two, and let's say I decide that I'm going to make this building a little bit shorter, and maybe this building has kind of more of a dome top or whatever, but I'm going to just start here first. So I'm going to start and I'm going to add a building over here. So I'm starting here, I'm going to come down, I'm going to lift my pen, I'm going to pretend, just kind of like trace, pretend that I'm doing that line so it meets. And then, oh, you know what? This building could be far away, and I could make the cloud look like it's on top of the building. So I could come down over here. Now you'll notice some different ways I did windows. So here I have windows. This is showing with curtains. This is showing just like the window pane. Down here, what I was trying to show you, and I'll just do a bigger one here. What I was trying to show you is maybe this person has some shades. You kind of have that pull shade. So you could do that as well. This would be showing a glass building. So I'm just kind of basically dividing that building, and then I'm putting in a couple of little marks, and this kind of helps to show that there's light reflecting off the building. Over here, I created a skyline. So this would be, not a skyline, I'm sorry, a skyway. So over here, this would be the top of the skyway. This would be the bottom of the skyway. And let's say I put another building back here. So let's have a building way back here. And this would be, you might see it, this would be the glass. So this part becomes the glass. I didn't draw those lines very straight, did I? I'm just noticing that now. It's because I'm trying to go too fast. So take your time. And if I wanted to do, let's say I wanted to do a brick building or maybe another glass building, and this building's like really far away, I would have to show that building through the glass. So you're kind of seeing how that looks like there. And then I could put some like little people walking across. That would help kind of show that this is a skyway. I've got some people in the skyway just kind of walking, and that this building just going to kind of continue all the way down. Okay. You can add planes in the sky. You can do all sorts of things. So you get really creative. So that's if you want to do like a city, and that shows you how to do kind of some overlapping in here. Now, if I'm going to try something a little different, because we've been doing cities for a while and I need a change. I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm going to go back to this one, and I thought to myself, wow, what would be kind of cool with this? So I was thinking, well, what if I did a horizon line kind of like right here? So what if I made this look like this is on the ground? So instead of being up in the air, kind of floating, I could make this on the ground. And if I did a turtle, my turtle is up in the sky, you might need to add like a little parachute or something, because that way there's a reason why he's floating. But I'm going to do this, and maybe I have some tall grasses in here, and maybe there's a mountain in the background. And maybe over here, maybe I have a city that's on this side. And maybe there's a road from my city that's coming out. And what I want you to notice is notice how I'm starting at the horizon line and I'm coming out here, and then I'm going to start here, but notice how my road gets much wider. So it's bigger here, it's smaller here, and then if I have little lines, you know, the lines that go in between the road, I would have to start something really tiny here, but as it comes closer to me, those lines are going to get bigger, and that's going to help make that look like it's going back into space. I could add a sun up here, so maybe there's a sun shining. And remember, when you do a sun, you want to design your sun. So think about kind of what you want to do. So not just a kindergarten sun, right? We don't do kindergarten suns. So how can we just make that sun a little more fancy? And I could maybe have some other clouds in the sky. Maybe there's another airplane that's got the rocket ship taking off. I didn't know what to do with this one, and actually then I was thinking, what if I took this, and what if this became a little flower that's kind of coming up out of the grass, and maybe this flower has some special, I don't know, maybe this is a new type of flower, who knows, maybe this is a flower with eyelashes and eyes. I don't know. You get to have fun with it. So there's a flower there, and so if I put a flower here, then maybe I might want to put a couple other flowers and figure out maybe some other flowers that are on the ground, kind of coming in there. So you get to decide, what is your piece going to look like? And when you're all done, you are going to turn this in. If you're not done, it's going to go in your table folder. So if this is your table folder, you're going to place this in your table folder and hand it in like this for next class. So this is what you're going to do today. You're designing your colors so that you're turning them into something, and then you're going to create a background. So I can't wait to see what you come up with. You are so creative. And I know you're just going to wow me. Have fun.